Hello, welcome to part 2 of my Tacoma swap. Tightening up the bolts on the flywheel to the torque converter. It's usually a little tedious and reaching in between the cracks. Kind of hard for me, especially since I have bigger arms. But you get it done. Gotta do what you have to. Here the audio didn't pick up too well, but basically I'm explaining about the speed sensor on the Tacoma. The one in the original two-wheel drive transmission doesn't actually fit into the 4x4 system. The hole is a lot bigger where the speed sensor plugs into, and the 4Runner doesn't have a speed sensor in the transfer case. So I'm not really quite sure how the 4Runner needs to get a speed reading, but I ended up purchasing a speed sensor from a 1998 Toyota Tacoma 4x4. So I bought a new transmission filter. I was going to go in and swap out the filter in the 4x4 transmission, and I wanted to use the oil pan from my two-wheel drive Tacoma. They look like they're the exact same oil pan. So I'm going to use this one, clean it up. This one's in a little bit better condition. The other one had a lot of little dents and dings in it. So I'm just going to use a copper brush pad and just scrape off the excess. Turned out the transmission filter that I bought wouldn't fit on the 4Runner transmission. Once I accidentally bought the two-wheel drive transmission filter. I bought it on Amazon, so it might have saved my Tacoma on the garage. And when I selected it, it showed that it would fit, so I ended up getting the wrong one. But that's okay. The original filter looked pretty clean anyways. All it is just a screen mesh that catches any debris and keeps it from depositing in the transmission fluid. Always remember, whenever you use any kind of gasket maker, to make sure to clean off the contact surface. The oil will get in between the gasket maker and it won't create a good seal. Because remember, these seals start off as a liquid, and once they dry out, they'll turn into a solid. But if there's any oil between the gasket, it'll degrade the gasket a lot quicker and cause it to fail sooner. So just make sure you clean off the gasket surface area before you tighten everything down, and make sure everything is buttoned up. In the transfer case, one of the studs came out of alignment, and it turned out it was stripped, so I ended up knocking it out and replacing it with another one that I had from the other transfer case. I'm not really sure if it matters on the direction of the drive shaft. They both have the knuckle on each end, and the face plates are the same dimensions, so it shouldn't matter which direction it's facing, I would assume. But I guess we'll drive with it and see how it goes. the original shifter cover, it doesn't actually fit on a new system because it was originally designed for two-wheel drive. But I have something in the works for that, and I'll have a video for that soon. Here I decided to go ahead and shorten my pre-runner drive shaft instead of going out and buy a 4x4 drive shaft. It came out to be a little bit cheaper just to get it shortened than to buy a drive shaft that would already fit. The drive shaft only needs to be 30 inches, and once it's shortened, it bolted up perfectly fine, and the savings makes it worth it. It's almost $200 cheaper if you ship it. Maybe get local, you'll be able to save $100, but you know, every little bit counts when it comes to trying to save some money. So this pretty much wraps up my 4x4 swap. In the next video, I'm gonna break down the cost and actually show a simple test to make sure everything works properly in the 4x4. Guess I'll see you in the next video.